Alright guys, so welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how you can make this notification pop up when you want it to. So this video idea was actually brought up by a viewer from my last video, I'm the Remix, who commented, can you please make a GUI that pops up every time the amount of cash you have changes. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to make it a bit more general and just make a notification UI tutorial. And maybe I'll make the cash increase thing at the very end. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this video. Alright, so we have this UI over here. Alright, so it's nothing too complicated. It's just a frame inside of screen GUI, and inside the frame you have a title, a text, alright? Both text labels, and you have UI stroke, which is the white outline, and UI corner, which is the corner of the frame. So you can design it however you want, but just make sure that it has main frame, alright, title, and text. Alright, that's all you need. And we also have this remote event inside of replicated storage called notify event. So that's basically going to tell the client, tell your computer that it needs to notify you of something. Alright, so I'm going to add a local script in the notification UI, and we can start scripting. Alright, so before we get into the scripting, it's worth noting that this script is going to be pretty complicated in terms of logic. It's not going to be very long, but it might be slightly confusing. And you might think that it's only a matter of receiving the signal, animating the frame inside, displaying the information, and animating it back outside. However, that is not taking into account of maybe this event is going to be firing multiple times in a short period of time. So if that happens and you're still using the same logic, then your frame is going to be animated inside, and it's going to, some information will not be displayed properly, and some will just not going to be displayed at all. So you don't want that from happening. Alright, so because it's going to be very confusing, it's also pretty hard for me to explain it to you. So I'm going to first write the script, and then I'm going to explain it to you when the script is done. Alright, so I'll see you when the script is completed. Alright, so I have finished the script, as you can see, and it's not too long. It's 34 lines, but as I said before, it's pretty hard on logic. Alright, so I'm going to explain it. So first is a few variables, alright, so replicated storage and the notify event, alright, and then next is a few variables on the UI. So screen GUI is this notification UI, a frame is main, title, and text, alright, and this is where things start to get a little bit tricky. Now we're going to animate the frame in and out. So the starting position is going to be where the animation starts, and the ending position is where it's going to end. So obviously we want the notification UI to end where it is right now. Alright, so that's why I set the end position to frame.position. And we want the starting position, alright, we want the starting position to be somewhere, somewhere over around here. So when it animates, it will just go straight inside and it'll go back out. So I set it to x equals to 1.5, and then y is going to be where it currently is. Now set x to 1.5 basically moves it out of the screen. Alright. And then I'm going to set the frame position to starting position. So that's where the animation is going to start. Alright. And next we have is running and tasks, and that I'm going to explain after later. Alright, so first let's move the attention down here. So spawn function, spawn basically creates a new thread, and that basically means that it's not affected by the waits over here. So if we didn't have these spawn functions, this is not going to respond while the wait is in effect. So we might miss some notifications, things like that. So we want the spawn function to prevent us from missing any notification. Now, notify event, the on-client event, so that's basically detecting whenever the server fires this event. Call and connect function, title, text. Now those are two parameters we're going to pass later to notify events. So we're going to use these and display them on our screen. So we're going to insert a table into the tasks table. So title text, alright, we're going to create a new table that has title and text. And we're going to insert it into the tasks table over here. Alright, and then if not is running, then display tasks. So if we're not currently doing anything, then we're going to make it do something. Alright, that's basically what it's doing. So display is where the actual animating happens. So info is basically what we're going to display. Now we're gonna set is running to true. Now, alright, so we're gonna set is running to true. And that basically prevents the script from spam firing display. Alright, and then we're going to remove info from tasks. Now, task is basically like what we need to display. So after we have displayed info, we're going to remove it from tasks. Alright, but we haven't displayed it yet, but we're going to display it later, so it's basically the same thing. We're going to remove info from tasks. And table.find basically gives the index of info in tasks, because table.remove takes the index, not the specific value. Alright? So this is title.text equals to info1, and that's just title, alright? And then text.text equals to info2, that's just the text. And now we're going to actually do the tweening. So tween position animates the position, alright? And we're going to set the position to ending position, alright? enum.usingDirection.out, enum.usingStyle.sign. You don't really have to worry about that. That's just how you want it to animate, alright? 0.5 is the time, and true basically makes sure that it overrides any current animation. Now, we're going to wait 2 seconds to make sure that the frame is on the screen for at least 2 seconds, and we're going to tween it back outside. We're going to set it back to starting position, and these parameters are the same thing. Okay, so we're going to wait 0.5, alright? And then if we have more tasks to display, then we're going to call on itself and display the tasks again. Alright, so if after we displayed this information, we still have more information to display, then we're going to run this function again, alright, until we have no more tasks to display. And then when we have no more tasks to display, we're going to set is running to false. Alright, so that's basically the whole script. And now let's see it in action. Alright, so what we can do is go to server script service, create a new script. Alright, and we're going to do while wait one do. Alright, game.replicated storage.notify event colon fire all clients, and then we're going to do notification. It's going to be the title, and then we're going to have this is a notification. Alright, so if I run this, we should see a bunch of notifications popping up on the top right side of our screen. Alright, so after some testing, I found a small bug over here, no big deal. Alright, I just mistyped value, mistyped scale as value, so I'm going to just put scale back, alright, and that should fix the error. Alright, so we're inside of the game now, and as you can see, notifications are popping up, and they're all in order, alright, and nothing is getting messed up. Despite the fact that it is firing out 1 notification per second, you can see that this is clearly not 1 notification per second, because we're asking it to display it one by one, alright, which makes it very clean. Alright, so that's our notifications completed. And before, the person that requested this video wanted me to make it so that every time the player's cash amount changes, the notification will pop up. Now, this video is already getting quite long, so for time issues, I'm going to write the script first and explain it to you, as we did in the local script. Alright, so I'm back and I finished with the script. So basically what it does is that every time the player joins, we're going to create a new folder inside of the player called leader stats. And that basically gives us the leaderboard you see in many games, alright? And then we're going to create a cache value, put it inside of leader stats, alright? And then every time the cache value changes, we're going to notify the player, Alright, and then we're going to send the title as cash and the text as you have dot dot, which means concatenate cash dot value now. Okay, and I'm just going to add cash to specify. Alright, so that should be our script done. And to test it out, I'm just going to while, actually not that yet. I'm going to go inside over here, and then while wait 1 2, and then we're going to cash not value plus equal to 2. Now just test it out. Alright, so I'm going to press play and we're going to see how it goes. Alright, so while testing, I found another typing error. Alright, so this period should be a colon, which signals a function. Alright, and also I'm going to set it to 5. Every 5 seconds we're going to increase cache by 2 just to make the notifications just make it exceed the notifications cooldown time. Alright, so we're inside of the game, and you can see we already have notifications popping up. So you can see our cache increased to 4 and the notifications pop up. Alright, and yeah, that's all I have for you in this video. Alright, we made a notification UI that pops up every time you tell it to, and you can customize the title and the text. Alright, so make sure to like and subscribe if you want more of these type of videos, and comment down below if you have more video ideas. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video.